We now have two voices sharing one topic: volunteerism, philanthropy. Representing Path of Greatness are Asia Baker, a recent graduate of St. Mary College of Maryland and future attorney, and her long life friend and colleague, Nzinga Shaw, a sociology student at St. Mary College of Maryland. Asia will speak first. I'm not Nzinga Shaw. Well, this was a last minute kind of thing because Nzinga, who works with my sister, called in sick this morning. But I work for Path to Greatness too, so I just decided to jump on in, and all the women here are so awesome and empowering. I was like, oh, I'd love to come to this luncheon, maybe just say a few things. But we were going to talk about volunteerism. I was going to get it started, but oh, I'm Quincy Baker. I'm so sorry. I'm Quincy Baker. Some of you know me, some of you don't. I see some familiar faces out there, but I just wanted to say before I started talking about the volunteerism, like seeing all these women here and hearing everyone's stories and like getting all this great advice reminded me of how I felt when I first went to college. I went to a college in New York, and New York's supposed to be the mecca of diversity and stuff, but I went there and I was in a majority white, mostly male school, and if I didn't have the type of support system like the people I see here with all these women of color, not only at a event for Black women, but for women, and I see so many women of color here. This is just the way things are here in PG, and I'm just really grateful to have grown up here. So I just wanted to share that, but as you all know, my sister and I grew up in a life filled with public service, and our parents were very into with the community. My father is the county executive, but that wasn't until I was in 10th grade. He first ran for office when my mother was pregnant with me, so this has been something that's I've been involved in my whole life. He's been in public service since the day I was born. I don't know another life, but Asia and I were really fortunate to grow up in a house not only filled with my father being a politician, but with the spirit of giving. And my parents wanted us to give in different ways. They didn't just want us to donate money, they wanted us to donate our time and our energy and commit to causes that meant a lot to us. And I was very fortunate that it was made easy. Our parents forced us, to get out there and figure out something that my sister and I would want to spend our time doing, and I'm just so grateful for that because I realized that in life, it really enriched my self-worth, and it really helped me just become a better person, a more insightful person, a person more connected to my community. My parents were always active members in their communities, and it showed. Every time they would go out somewhere or something like that, not just my father, but my mother, who was very involved and always volunteered and was active. People come up and be like, oh, hello, like, how are you doing? People really being part of a community, regardless of what your job is, regardless of what you do on a day-to-day basis, really connects you to those around you. It connects you to different types of people and different walks of life. And volunteering, what I've found, is one of the most fulfilling ways to expand your worth. And I just wanted to share that. I'm just going to give a little intro to my sister to talk about Path to Greatness, which is an organization that I've been so grateful to be a part of, and I'm expecting great things from there, so I hope you'll be hearing from us sooner. All right, well, I'll let Asia go. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
So, hi, I'm Asia Baker, and I am the assistant director at a nonprofit called Path to Greatness that my sister began to tell you guys a little bit about. And to continue off of what she was saying about inspiring philanthropy and volunteerism, that's actually our mission at Path to Greatness. And a little background on Path to Greatness. Well, as some of you may know, my mother was actually diagnosed with early onset Alzheimer's about at 40. And my mother, a lot like a lot of you women in here, was a very powerful woman. I mean, I admired her from the time I even realized how amazing she was. And one of the things that she instilled in all of our family, my father, my brother, my sister, was that we had an obligation to everyone in our community, to the richest people and the poorest. We have an obligation to be a spokesperson for people who cannot be a spokesperson for themselves. And the greatest way to fulfill that obligation is to give what you can, when you can, whenever you can. And so with that spirit in mind, she decided that she wanted to begin an organization that would start to plant these seeds of volunteerism and philanthropy and show people that philanthropy and volunteerism isn't something that's only for certain people, but it's for everyone. It's for people from every single walk of life. Now, she was unable to fulfill her dream fully because of her diagnosis, but I'm so proud that I am able to work at an organization that she co-founded and start to fulfill her dream. And I just want to tell you guys a little bit about what we do at Path to Greatness. Now, our mission, like I've been saying, is to inspire people to want to give back and be a part of the change in their very own communities. We want to rebuild our communities in every possible way from the ground up by the people in those communities. And the ways that we do that are in two really specific ways. We host a variety of events, a variety of charitable events. We facilitate them, so we want to give everyone the opportunity to volunteer at whatever their interest might be. We may host an event that is focusing on children's literacy, or we might plan an event that's focusing on the homeless or giving back, or whatever these events, so we can spark every part of interest, because everybody has something that deep down they're passionate about, and we want to find what that is and help facilitate you so you can get in there and give what you can and do all the things that you can. And then secondly, we like to target our efforts to a group of need, and we want to watch how we continuously give those pockets of need nourishment and watch them grow, so they will start to receive the benefits of volunteerism and philanthropy, and then in turn want to pay it forward and continue that spirit. And I believe that this message is extremely important to echo here today, because we are all future leaders or current leaders, and we all have something so valuable to give back. And I believe as these leaders, there's no better way to understand the pockets of need in your own community than to get out and volunteer and start and get your hands dirty and want to work for the ground up. And so I want to close by saying, if you look around this room and you see all these amazing, powerful faces, imagine if we all got together and we all gave what we could, whenever we could. Imagine the change that we can make. So I would implore you all to volunteer and give back as much as you can, whenever you can, and as often as you can. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Asia, both ladies. I just want to say that I am so proud of my community, and I feel like this is the youth, and we are a product of great leaders like yourselves. So thank you, ladies. Thank you. And can we all please give the presenters a huge round of applause? And now here's your mom.
We can do better than that.
Right. Yeah.
I want everybody up on their feet, and we want to applaud these young women because they gave us some powerful, powerful charges.
And we are reading too many negative things, and I'm not even going to run the list. But if we can march and hold up candlelight and all that stuff for those who have gotten into whatever situation they found themselves in, we can definitely get on our feet and celebrate these young women. I feel like a mother hen. I am so blessed, and we thank each of you for your messages, and you know, just that I've known the Baker girls for so long, and they just touched my heart today, and it could be my Lauren sitting up here. We are so blessed in Prince George's County with the richness of our children, and we just have to keep on pouring into them. But we cannot be afraid of not speaking the language. We cannot be afraid to be who we are. We cannot be afraid to be called upon to lead. And we cannot hesitate to walk through our challenges as babies. As babies, these girls are going through, and they are serving our community while they develop themselves. So let's just give it up. Thank you, Izzy. Thank you, Izzy.